on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Alabama Crimson Tide. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Tar Heels will put total leather and we'll get started. And he hauls it in and everybody's on the edge of their seats. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. The Crimson Tide offense takes the field to start things off. And here's the man they rally around, and he has earned that type of respect, David.
You dang right. You earn it by doing it, and he's done it at such a high level. Everyone believes in this young man, and Palmer, there's a reason why.
You're right, David. He's been in the big moments, and he's won the big games. This guy delivers when the game is on the line.
Oh, he had it right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they miss an opportunity for a nice play on first down. They go to the ground. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. Now they'll face 3rd and 4 in their first possession of the game. From the gun, wants to pass. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Fair catch was called for, but there is a flag on the play, and we'll have to sort it out.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. So the offense keeps this drive alive thanks to the roughing the punter penalty. Got it set up on the outside. Not able to break the big one on that screen to the running back, but he found enough and a solid pickup on first down. Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game, now on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. He makes the connection. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Here's a quick throw out to the left. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. Alabama rolling quickly downfield, set up with another first down. They'll throw it from the red zone. He's moving out of the pocket. He just threw it away. The last thing you want to do is try to force something on first down in the red zone. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They think they can impose their will here with the run to the right. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Off the play fake. Looking to the end zone. And he wanted to get the score right there, but it falls incomplete. So now on comes the field goal unit. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. And the first points of the day come on that field goal. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away.
This is a team that really prides themselves on starting fast. We've seen that before, and here they are playing at home today. Nice job on the opening drive. Lots of poise, good emotion. They don't get the touchdown they would have liked, but they kick a nice field goal. They've got the lead. Head coach has to be happy with it.
So North Carolina's offense will go to work for the first time today. Typically, the last thing a defense wants is to have a backer on a wide receiver, but we may see some of that today, guys.
Typically, you don't see linebackers that can run like this guy, and that's why they feel okay letting him cover this dynamic wide receiver one-on-one.
Yeah, and feel okay, it's not going to be a good thing. You better get your hands on him early. Put your physicality, let that win. It ain't going to be your speed.
Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. Fires to the wideout. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And he's almost to that first down marker. They're saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. And they fail to hook up on third down.
And I like the aggressiveness on third and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's fourth and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
He'll bring it back. It's Massey. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Here comes that Alabama offense. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
They'll go right back to the run. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know, defensively, you live by the blitz and you die by the blitz. That time, they dialed it up into the run play, and the linebacker able to make a nice tackle.
These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. Third and short from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. Quick completion on the out. And this junior quarterback shows you why the scouts love that big arm of his. Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10. Give to the back. No, what a move! Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. Line gets set, 1st down. He's going to pass. Looking to the big tight end. Makes a connection. They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23. 1st and 10. He wants to throw. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. After the misfire now on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. The quick out. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down.
Stop me when you've heard this before. 1st down. 1st down. 1st down. Just continuing to put 1st downs together. So far, this defense just can't find any answers.
Trying to run it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Alabama! The 18 unit on the field. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. They took it 71 yards down the field and closed the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. And the Tar Heels want to pick up the tempo.
Yeah, and how about this offense? A little counter, a little misdirection, get everybody's eyes going one direction. They go back the other way. Nice execution by the offense to make the big running play.
And that ball is picked off. Didn't get a ton on the return, but the most important thing, he got the ball, and they've got it at the 48. 1st down here for the offense. Power football with the run. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the 1st quarter. Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the 1st quarter. 2nd down now as they're ready to go back to work. Trying play action. Coming after it. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down.
This quarterback really is going to have to be aware in this game of trying to find lanes to throw into when he's throwing over the middle of the field, because this D-line does a great job getting their hands in the air.
Keeps looking downfield. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. They recover their own fumble. Somehow, who knows how they got that thing back. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. And that pass intercepted. Trying to take it back. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
What a nice catch by the defensive back. Listen, a lot of times you see DBs get in position to make plays, but there's a reason they play DB and not wide receiver. Great job finishing the interception.
Fires deep toward the end zone. And that pass is intercepted. And the offense makes the tackle in frustration after the interception. Drive comes up empty, and it's a turnover. They're backed up, 1st and 10 from inside their own 5. Let's see if they can create some space. It's caught. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting him the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Tackled after picking up the 1st down.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
The give to the tailback. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it a little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
Got his man. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the 1st. Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. From the gun, wants to pass. Quick strike complete. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the 1st down before he's dragged to the ground.
I love running the angle route, whether it's on 1st down, 2nd down, 3rd round. It's a really good route. It's a safe route. Just takes a little bit of timing over the middle of the field. But, hey, again, getting it to a playmaker in space always wins.
It starts to collapse. And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone. They're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions. And then the pass rush, they win up front.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. They'll look to pin him deep. First one of the day is on its way, and he's been sort of scarce around here, only called on 1 time in that loss last week. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on him. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Using the quick game. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. The Tar Heels racing to the line in a hurry-up.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make him miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
Got it in the middle. It's Wiggins. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. They'll give it to the back. Works his way down to the 10-yard line after a pickup of 3. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Lets it fly. Throw to the end zone, picked off. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession. About the only good thing that happened for the offense on that play, at least it wasn't a pick 6. What a return.
Yeah, that didn't look good for the offense. You know all those big fellas, those O-linemen, they're not going to be able to go make the play. So as the DB getting the interception, you know if you can break that play and you can get past that level, it might be to the house. It might be to the crib. Lucky that wasn't a pick six if you're on offense.
And he could not get loose on the run. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Looking to throw on second down. He makes a grab. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
What we knew coming into this game, this offense was going to try and get this receiver involved and get him involved early. So here they are just finding an easy completion. It's not a touchdown, but they just want to get this guy lathered up and get him into a run.
They'll throw on 3rd and short. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And that lead grows even bigger. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score, but man, you look at the scoreboard. You're down 2 scores. Jesse, you got a good opportunity. Create some momentum. Cut it to a 1-score game. This is an important possession.
Yeah, it's important to create that momentum now, David, too, and not wait to get it going here at the start of the 3rd quarter. You've got one drive here to get a couple of points. You've got to start erasing and chipping away at this deficit. This could be where the game turns right here.
There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Fresh set of downs after the completion. Trying to find his man on 1st down. Throwing right. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. And the Tar Heels will hustle to the line. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Looking to go up top on 1st down. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible. And sometimes it doesn't work in the running game. But I can throw it to them. I can try to create some space out wide. Dump him.
And the quarterback bought some time, but not enough. Down he goes with the sack. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And it's 3rd down, but they're going to go ahead and try the field goal and try to get points before the break. And he's got it counted all the way to 55. Never in doubt. That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. And the returner will be brought down. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. They'll throw it on 1st down. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Alabama ready to put a boot to it to start the 2nd half. Bringing it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. A big reason they find themselves trailing to start the 2nd half, those 2 turnovers in the 1st.
Yeah, and I think coaches will tell you the number one thing that you got to make sure you do is take care of the football. You want to create explosives, you want to put up a bunch of yards, but step 1, Jesse, taking care of the football.
And it just goes to show you how critical those mistakes are. Only 2 plays. That's really what separates this team from potentially having the lead. If they clean up the errors, they've got a chance to win this game.
Lining up from the 34 on 1st down.
Yeah, and you've seen these curl routes. This is a timing route. Understand the ball's got to come out of my hand right when he hits the top of that curl. Nice job by the QB finding them. Nice catch.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11.
I gotta be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
The give to the back. Fights off a defender. They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a first down. The Tar Heels want to crank the tempo. DB's right up on the receivers. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. Unleashes to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, UNC. Great example of how a second half can really change everything for a team.
No doubt. First half looked bad. It looked like it was bleak. It looked like it was ugly. But now you're starting to get it turned around. More drives like this is what's needed.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. Oklahoma rolled to a victory, and after putting up this kind of win, there has to be some Heisman buzz around a program that produced 4 winners of the award between 2003 and 2018. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings and the other heads home licking its wounds.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Get some work done there. Pick up a 4 to the 22.
It's a nice game, but the big theme here is they just haven't been able to get the run game going on offense. They've been very one-dimensional. They're just not being physical enough in the point of attack.
Wideouts all wadded up in a bunch. He's got his man. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on third down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Running back searching for a hole. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
Looking to move it through the air. Throws for the tight end. A strike downfield. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Bama! Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. They are trailing by 10 here, Jesse, but this is the type of team that seems comfortable in an offensive shootout.
You got to hold serve at this point, right? You got to drive the field, put some more points up on the board. Yeah, they just scored. You can answer that now and keep this thing close.
And I think you're used to that as offense. Like, football is so fast-paced now and you score so quickly. It's not that big of a deal to get down 10. You, keep being aggressive.
And the Tar Heels are in the hurry-up. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. They'll ride the hot hand. They get it out to the 36 and on the move after a pickup of 15. The Tar Heels with the 1st and 10.
Well, right away after picking up a first down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back. And I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on first down. You're starting like that. Now what opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play pass and run. This offense, if they can create that run physicality, now it opens up everything else.
He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
A lot of times we call these quarterbacks ballers and game changers, but you don't call them smart enough. Like knowing the situation, knowing I can scramble around, buy some time, and then knowing exactly what I need to do to get that first down. You can call them whatever you want, but that was really smart.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Motion trying to get the defense to show his hand. And back to the air on second down. Makes the grab.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
He's going to take off. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
When QBs are able to do this and just pull it down after he's sat back there in the pocket a little bit and go make plays, so frustrating for a defense. If I blitz and play man-to-man, nobody's looking at the QB. He can make a big play. If I sit back, he can still scramble, run up, and get a big play. So hard to defend this guy.
He's got it on the right. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down. Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. Pulls and fires complete. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. Win with the running game on first down, now back at it. Now the play fake. Touchdown, North Carolina! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board. There have been miniseries, novels, movies, long-form plays that have been over in shorter period of time than that drive. That was a marathon.
And that's just so frustrating when you're a defensive guy time and time again trying to get the stops, and they just keep making the plays, and they punch it in for a touchdown. Demoralizing.
The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tired.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put it on the field, but I got to be aggressive.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Well, that's not what you wanted to have happen offensively, right? 2nd and inches, you're feeling pretty good about yourself. You go past, you get sacked, and now you got to come up with a big catch and throw to just stay on the field.
Good quickness to grab it off the deflection. And they finally haul him down, but not before the good catch and run. So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. First down to start the drive after the break. He's looking to throw it. Fires to the tight end.
A nice job by the defense there, tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the first down.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we...
The quarterback bought as much time as he could, but the defense got to him and sacked him.
Another sack by this defense, but how about this QB? He continues to get back up every single time, still leading his team, still staying positive, still putting them in a good position to win this football game.
Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42. The Crimson Tide comes to the line with the 1st and 10. He's going to pass. And the quarterback is snowed under.
And if your job is to irritate, to confuse, to hit, to make quarterbacks feel very uncomfortable, this defense is definitely doing their job. 6 sacks That's the way to make the quarterback feel like he's having a hard day. He's had no response. This offensive line has no response. Just a sack party.
Ninth play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. 3rd and long. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And the pass is complete. He's got it at the 20. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before it's finally stopped. They build their attack around those big plays, and they've got one to give them a 1st and 10 in the red zone at the 18.
You got to give the coaching staff credit because they really do focus all season long on situational football. With the lead late in the game, if we're on offense, we're trying to stay in bounds. We're trying to bleed the clock. And after ripping off a really nice run, that guy knew, I've got to get down. I cannot get pushed out of bounds, cannot get tackled out of bounds. Really, really nice job.
So this offense with an opportunity to put this game in a hammerlock if they can score and bleed the clock. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out. You need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a 2-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
Stop is made at the 44, but it's a 15-yard gain and a 1st down.
He's got such good awareness in the pocket. He does a good job of feeling the rush, and you know it's a pass, and you want to keep your eyes downfield, but he sees an opening, and if he sees an opening, he's got the ability to go get it and get a 1st down.
And the Tar Heels come to the line in the hurry-up. Softened him up with a run, and now to throw. Makes his connection. Tackled immediately after the catch. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 3rd and short from the 37. They'll try to get the 1st through the air. Caught close to the marker, it's Wiggins. They are on the move as they pick up the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 28. They absolutely had to have that 3rd down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get the 3rd down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
2nd down here, and maybe they've got time to get 1 more snap off before the 2-minute warning. That one's sort of like a shooter in basketball, just needing to see one go through the net, isn't it, David? Just get a completion to your guy and pick up some yardage.
Build some confidence, because your confidence throwing the ball over the middle of the field and in tight windows, probably not at an all-time high, but check it down, make some...
Throws toward the end zone. This is caught for the late touchdown, so let's not put this one to bed just yet.
Number 3.
Yeah, and that's step 1. Great job by this offense getting in the end zone. Now you got to go get the stop. You got to get the football back. You got to find a way to do something to create a turnover, get an onside, to get the football back, to get back in this football game.
And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Washington is trailing right now, but I'm old enough to remember the 2001 season where UW won the Rose Bowl and nearly won a title. If that group could find a way, there's hope for this team. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Duke.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake.
We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Now the pitch. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. At this point, the defense just has to bring the house to try to stop the run and get the ball back, even on 2nd and 13. Now adjusting. He'll try to do it himself. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. The Tide with the 1st and 10. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. You want to talk about light on your feet. Man, can he get through there. He's down to the 37. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He's looking to throw. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
It's hard throwing in the pocket, man. You got bodies and 300-pound dudes falling all over the place. They're trying to hit you. That time, the pressure got to them, and it forced the incompletion.
And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker. A bit of a roll of the dice, betting that they could finish the game, and they almost certainly did with that completion.
And I love when coaches have confidence in their quarterbacks in big situations like that. With the game on the line, go out and execute, ice this game.
They've got it inside the 30 at the 28, first down. He wants to throw. With the catch, it's Massey. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. The Crimson Tide snaps it from the red zone. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
It doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
He's going to pass on 2nd down. Oh, he can't hang on. Those arms might have favored an alligator there, and it'll be 3rd down.
It's always frustrating as a quarterback when you put it on the money and the guy drops. But you know what you got to do? You got to build his confidence. Buddy, I'm coming back to you later. Just get your mind right. Get ready, because I know you can make that catch.
Lets it go to the end zone. And he can't quite make the connection as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. That last field goal was huge. Now it takes a touchdown to beat you and not a lot of time to get it if you cover the kickoff well. He'll take a knee. It's a touchback save every second he can as they try to put together this final drive. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Wants to throw on first down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Oh, did he toast the coverage? Got it deep downfield. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. It came down to the